A reading from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 13, verse 33 to 37. Jesus said to his disciples, "Be on your guard, stay awake, because you never know when the time will come. It is like a man travelling abroad. He has gone from home and left his servants in charge, each with his own task. And he has told the doorkeeper to stay awake. So stay awake, because you do not know when the master of the house is coming. Evening, midnight, cockcrow, dawn. If he comes unexpectedly, he must not find you asleep. And what I say to you, I say to all, stay awake." The word of the Lord.
Thank you, Rita, for reading the Gospel for the first Sunday of Advent, and welcome to Advent. Advent means coming, and we frequently refer to it when we say the Our Father, your kingdom come. With the start of Advent, we begin a new liturgical year, and I think most of us have reached the conclusion that we must accept the mass commercialism that is taking place leading up to Christmas. We, of course, need shops, but we also need to be positive about the great things in the commercial world, and especially the following. First of all, the Advent wreath, a sign of the love of God, a little bit like the wedding ring, has no beginning and no ending, and evergreens, of course, in the middle of winter are very significant. The Lord, and indeed our God, is always evergreen. And the use of evergreen reminds us that Christ is always present and constant. On the evergreen we place 4 candles, not 4 candles as of happy memory. And then on the 5th day, 5th candle, we place for Christmas Day. 3 of the candles are purple, because the liturgical colour of Advent is purple, like Lent. And then there's a pink one for the 3rd Sunday, which is known as Gaudete Sunday, from the Latin word meaning joyful. We rejoice because the Lord is near. And then the 5th candle is white for Christmas itself. And I would strongly recommend that you have, especially if you've got children, have a little liturgy each Sunday to light each of the candles. We, in fact, underestimate the spirituality of children, and we need to explore again and again their depth of knowledge about spiritual things. With children in mind, look again at the Advent calendar. I know the commercial world has hijacked the Advent calendar, but let's claim it back. We may also work with the calendar, and if we do so, bear in mind a spiritual Advent calendar run by the Jesuits called Arts and Faith, Advent the First Sunday, Imaginative Prayer Exercise, Cycle B. Just Google Ignatian Spirituality. And here are a few other things. I put a name on the peace, joy, hope, love, and salvation. And here are a few things that you might do, especially if you use the Advent calendar and the Advent wreath. Light the candle, get rid of something. These are some personal things that I need to do myself, and I pass them on to you as a suggestion or an idea. So get rid of something that you no longer use. Give it to charity. Read the Christmas story in the Bible. Write a letter to Jesus, thanking him for the gifts that you've received during the last year. Read Isaiah 61, 1 to 2, 10 to 11. and think about what you have been anointed to do. He talks about anointing. Attend an Advent wreath, read Mark 13, 33 to 37, and find out which Sunday in Advent it belongs to. Light the second candle. Listen to uplifting music that you like. Pray for others. Dedicate a prayer or a positive thought for the well-being of your family and loved ones. Practice forgiveness, first of all towards yourself and then towards other people. Start and end your day with positive affirmations about yourself and others. Tell the people you live with that you love them. Read Isaiah chapter 40, 1 to 5, 9 to 11. That's for the second Sunday of Advent. Take a few moments of silence to reflect on the day and your actions. And then as you light the third candle, pray for 3 people whom you know have died in the last year. Say a prayer for the people of Ukraine, Gaza and Israel. Amazing that the people of Bethlehem will not be celebrating Christmas this year because of the troubles, so they certainly need our prayer. Pay full attention to your meals, savouring every bite you eat, and expressing gratitude for the nourishment. And then on December the 17th, which is the beginning of the final week of Advent, Google the O antiphons and use them as a novena prayer. And finally, nearly there, light the fourth candle. Think about and perhaps thank the person who has done most for you in 2023. Saying thank you is important. Count the ideas that you've done well in advance and clap yourself on the back. Then finally on Christmas Day, light the white candle and hug all those sharing Christmas dinner with you. May you have blessings galore in this season, this very special season of Advent 2023. I'm now going to do something unusual. I'm going to introduce you very briefly to the O antiphons, but without words. So if you just read the screen, and then you can of course visit, you can come back again and contemplate and reflect much more closely. So without words, the O antiphons.